We are Enactus AAUA. Over the years, there has been a steady climb in the price of eggs, forever increasing. The journey of this increase started way back when one egg was sold for 30 naira. Then it increased to 50 naira, and then to 70 naira. And presently, it ranges from 100 naira to 120 naira. Its price has not only doubled, it tripled. And yet, there are still signs of increase in price in the future. Egg is a product in high demand. It is a major source of protein to the general public and Nigeria as a whole. From a student's perspective, it is one of our lifesavers. Egg practically goes with most of the food we eat. Name it: noodles, spaghetti, rice, yam, and so many others. It is a lifesaver because the price of meat and fish has skyrocketed. Eggs provide us the possibility of spending little and to still be able to eat nutritiously. It gives cause to wonder, why has the price of eggs tripled? Upon research, we discover that the high cost of production in poultry farming is one of the dominating factors contributing to the increase in egg price, and this boils down to the cost of poultry feed. Poultry farming is the practice of raising domestic birds, such as chickens, turkeys, ducks, for various products. The cost of poultry feed plays a significant role in egg production expenses. When feed prices rise, farmers incur additional costs to provide proper nourishment to their birds. As a result, consumers experience higher egg prices due to the passed-on expenses. In Nigeria, the cost of poultry feed has increased significantly over the past few years, and the reasons attributed to this increase are the fluctuating prices of key ingredients such as maize, soybean meal, and fish meal. This is due to factors such as weather conditions, global supply and demand dynamics, and market speculation. We hold the belief that problems are an ever-present aspect of life, continuously surfacing. However, we are equally convinced that these very problems serve as a fertile ground for nurturing creative innovation and ideas. Working with over 17 value-driven members and dedicating an average of 350 working hours, we are constantly on the move to impacting lives and making the world a better place. Because we have a head for business and a heart for the world. We are Enactus AAUA.
I was happy that youths nowadays are putting their hands into something lucrative. Because it's a lucrative something.
In a bid to solve the challenges, our team had research and brainstorming sessions, which led to the birth of our project. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Project Feed for Life. For Project Feed for Life, we decided to collect cassava peels from women who process cassava into garri.
In the Western Nigeria, cassava is majorly used for the production of garri. In the process of making garri, many people end up throwing away the cassava peel because it is not necessary for the production of garri.
We then have this cassava peels processed with some other nutritious components to make a new and more cheaper feed. Now you are probably thinking, why cassava peels? Great question. We are using cassava peels because of its all year-round availability, as cassava does not have particular planting seasons. Instead, it can be planted at any time. It is also a drought-tolerant crop and can thrive in regions with limited rainfall or irregular water supply, and has a high yield potential compared to other staple crops. In Nigeria, there is a strong demand for cassava products like garri, also known as cassava flakes, which is commonly found in households. This high demand has led to increased cassava production, making Nigeria the largest global producer with an annual output exceeding 34 million tons. Over the past 2 decades, cassava production in Nigeria has been steadily rising. Projections indicate that by 2026, Nigeria's cassava production is expected to reach 65.8 million tons. Akungba-Akoko, a town in Ondo State, southwestern Nigeria, has farming as a major occupation, with cassava cultivation being a significant agricultural activity. Cassava produces huge amounts of waste when passed into consumable goods. The waste generated is generally considered to contribute largely to environmental pollution. Cassava peels constitute 10% of the waste produced, of which 90% is heaped at refuse dumps in most communities. Waste, in general, poses a significant threat to our environment. It can contaminate water sources, emit harmful gases into the atmosphere, and take up valuable space in landfills. Most times, cassava peels are not well disposed, and this often leads to detrimental consequences for nearby residents. Burning cassava peels releases carbon dioxide, methane, and other harmful gases into the atmosphere, contributing to air pollution and climate change.
Conventionally, farmers after peeling their cassava, they dumped their peels anywhere they like. In this part of the world, they actually use it to fill potholes because they see it as waste. But we see possibilities. We see what it's capable of doing. We see it can actually be used as bird feed, and now we are innovating it into bird feed.
With the use of cassava peels for poultry feed, it reduces the cost of production, thereby enabling us to sell at a much lower price than the usual. Also, instead of discarding the peels as waste, their incorporation into poultry feed reduces waste and its adverse effect on the environment by turning them into valuable resources. Moreover, use of cassava peels serve as a source of energy and also contains dietary fiber, which is beneficial for the digestive health of poultry animals. It also contains essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, potassium, riboflavin. In the process of implementing our project, we came across a few challenges, but we did not let it deter us. Our initial plan was to use cocoa pods, but we soon realized their vulnerability to decay and diseases. This led us to the discovery of cassava peels, which proved to be a more efficient and resilient option. The issue of cyanide present in cassava peels also posed a challenge, but this was easily resolved with the use of proper processing through sun drying and the technique of heap fermentation. Also, initially, we washed the cassava peels, ground them, and then sun dried them.
After grinding, we then press the cassava peel and leave it to dry afterwards. Then we take it to the food processing industry, who will then add other components to it to make it a chicken feed that we can now sell and give to chicken to feed on.
However, a feed production expert advised us on a better method. We learned that sun drying before grinding reduces the protein in cassava peels, increases carbohydrates, and allows for easy fermentation, enhancing overall quality. While testing our feed with cassava peels, we discovered that its energy and CP levels were imbalanced compared to the standard feed given to birds. To address this challenge, we researched and identified several ingredients that we could couple with our cassava peel components to achieve the desired nutrient balance, such as use of palm kernel shaft, wheat offal. In the meantime, we decided to gradually solve the problem. We feed the starters with regular feed and transition to our formulated feed as the birds grow. Our formulated feed is healthy enough to sustain the birds from grower to finisher stages and even support egg production. By implementing this strategy, we can gradually refine our feed while ensuring the birds receive the necessary energy and protein they need. Through repurposing cassava peels as poultry feed, we address the challenges of high feed costs, environmental concerns, and limited access to affordable poultry feed. Poultry feed constitutes a significant portion of the overall production costs for farmers. When the price of feed decreases, farmers can lower their expenses in nourishing the birds. This reduction in production costs can then be reflected in the pricing of eggs, as farmers are able to pass on the savings to consumers. With lower feed costs, farmers can maintain profitability while offering eggs at a more affordable price, making them accessible to a wider consumer base. Ultimately, the reduced price of poultry feed contributes to a decrease in the price of eggs, benefiting consumers. Our business model revolves around utilizing cassava peels as poultry feed to effectively reduce the cost of egg production. By sourcing cassava peels from local processors or farmers, we ensure a consistent and affordable supply. It aims to create a sustainable and economically viable solution that positively impacts both poultry farmers and consumers in Akungba and Nigeria at large, fostering a thriving poultry industry and enhancing food affordability within the community. Our projection for the future is that in the next 5 years, Project Feed for Life will permeate the poultry farming business, adding positive ripple effects on the community, including increased access to poultry products such as eggs and meat, improved nutrition, and potentially enhanced livelihood opportunities for farmers and related industries. Our solution brings economic, environmental, and social benefits, improving the livelihoods of poultry farmers. We are also contributing to sustainable development goals such as no poverty, decent work and economic growth, zero hunger, reduction of waste, sustainable cities and communities, and also innovation. Together as a team, we take action, transforming lives and enabling progress. And that's why we are Enactus. We are proud to belong and represent Project Feed for Life. When you feed a life, you save a life.